Tell me the story of how you got Gerry Guida to play.
Gerry Guida? Gerry, yeah. He got Gerry, he jammed with Gerry on the coast. A few nights. Played with him. Liked what he heard. Gerry had very little busy fingers there. He played his ass off. He just came out of a group that could have been a top 10 group that disbanded, and he was on his own in California, and Jimmy was out there, and they jammed together one night or two nights. Strangest thing is that when Gerry was in the group, Gerry Guida, when he was in that group, his group therapy, I was managing him. This was like 65, 66. Okay. And then they disbanded, and that was the end of it. I stayed friendly with Gerry and one or two of the other fellows in the band. And he comes back from the coast. He reaches me in the office and calls me up and says, I was playing with a keyboard player. Okay. He's playing his ass off. He says, I'd like to get with him. I said, well, how can I help you? He says, well, see what you can do to get him for me. Or get in touch with him. It's a better, I'm sorry. I said, well, what's his name? He said, I don't know. I said, well, what town or city does he hang out in? He said, I don't know. All I know is he's not too tall a guy. And he, And he told me how great he was, and he wanted to have him come up to Woodstock. At that time, Jimmy was thinking of putting some new things together in Woodstock. And I just let it go at that and had to hang up and get on to the next piece of business. And then Jimmy checked again with me and asked me if I had reached him. I said, Jimmy, you didn't give me enough. I don't have anything to go by to reach him. You know? Meanwhile, right after that, Gerry, who usually called in, calls me in and says, hi, guess who I played with over the weekend? I said, guess who I was jamming with? Your guy, Jimmy. Your man, Jimmy. I said, holy mackerel, is that a coincidence? I mean, if there is such a thing as a coincidence. Sounds like it. I said, because he's been after me, he's looking for you. He wants to get together with you, and I don't know where the hell you is, and now you're calling me, and now I know who it is. So I called Jimmy, and I told him, I got him, I found him. You know, he didn't question me how or what. And he says, speak to him and see if he has the time. You know, I'll ship his organ, his instruments back with him to Woodstock if he'd like to come back and get with me. And I spoke to Gerry, and of course, he said, yes, there was a break there. Once I realized that Jimmy, that he was referring to Gerry, and Gerry was calling me and talking about Jimmy, I put the two together, and we arranged for Gerry and his equipment and all his gear to be shipped out to Woodstock, where Jimmy met with him, and he stayed with Jimmy, working with people like Juma. I believe Buddy Cox was there, and a couple others like that, where Jimmy was putting some new thoughts and ideas, and they were playing around with a lot of new concepts and things that Jimmy wanted to try out.